He doesn't have the stomach for it. Okay, what is going on, y'all? I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Okay, calm down. Anthony. Welcome back to Resident Evil, or my Insanity is Your Entertainment. And unfortunately, we had a little accident last week when it came to this gameplay. And what happened is I went for the entire walkthrough with my mic off. So what I'm going to be doing is watching my recording. I'm going to block out my picture from the last recording and just read through it. And then hopefully within the next few days be able to finish playing the game and get to the end, because there is a different game that by the same creators that I'm looking forward to voicing. And if you're wondering what the heck's going on with my nose, that is a story that I will tell you at the end of this video. So anyway, let's get started. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm so sorry. Sorry. You were making strange noises in your sleep. Well, what's going on, Gregor? Did lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried to fall back to sleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and go back to bed. No, I'm not going to sleep. I just had a terrible, terrible nightmare, and I am not dealing with this. See? Lots of dots. Except for me. I'm not sleeping. I can't fall back to sleep. Nope. A little goosebumpy for the nightmare. Can't do it. Sorry. Terrible dream. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. Where are the earplugs? You find it very loud and distracting. Almost like white noise. You don't sleep awake. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. This is good. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Crap. Anthony sounds petrified. Looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like the sailors take warning with more than appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal the big guy's optimism like that, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he's got going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Miranda, did you think you'll clear up by tomorrow? I give it 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was born stiff, so I read a book on local participation levels last night. 20 years in the living room. The last 20 years in the living room. Okay. Teach. Sounds like you're stealing Anthony's thunder. Anthony, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? couldn't make it past the cover? Is that right? Yes. That bookshelves have some really great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there and gather dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of the year and multiply by the factor of 1/6. You're all to me. I'm not getting away with this. Similar to where first thing you need to understand. Gregor isn't getting this either. Come on, just say it. Minutes of explanation feel like an hour. You look over at Anthony. Help, please. He's listening intently to Mariah. Help, please. Shut her up. So intense he hasn't blinked yet. Dude. You can see his eyes drying up. Just say it. Tear is rolling down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Why am I watching it? Miranda finally wraps up her lecture. Oh, goody! She ends with a bow. Okay. Nobody claps. Of course, we're in shock. Tough crowd. Miranda, that was all inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Anthony turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long it will last. We can't leave the cabinet until the floodwaters stop. And now our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decision. I believe in you. Me too? Looks like we're having leftover berries and more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Okay. Everyone laughs. Except for you. I'm not finding this very humorous. Y'all are crazy. Everyone was stranded in the cabin, and you need to keep everyone fed and happy. Who are you people, and why are we all here? You sneak into the kitchen while everyone's still talking. What? I don't want to go over this. I'm sorry. Bye, guys. You get out the crusty bread, and you get to work making some more jam. I forgot to put this on silent mode. Okay. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chopettes. Hello! Don't worry, as leader of the Chopettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. Cabbage, I'm gonna make cabbage rolls later. We're using you. This big guy would try to eat me like an apple, so definitely don't tell him about us. Why are your plans going awry? Considering I'm talking to Brad, I got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? Nope. Her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Did you know that raspberries and milk were introduced? No? You tell her no. Raspberry milk shake! Right. Did cornbread teach you that one? Where is cornbread? Nope, wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Well, time enough for raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual chocolate community competition this year. How many of these competitions are there? Of course! Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Brad? We're still talking about the closing line, Brad. You're going to do great this year. Who holds this competition? Anyway, I don't think of eating us if you're hungry. Don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. I'm making cabbage rolls. Chop that stick together for thick and thin. Well, it's gonna be thin. Rise and shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God. Repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. How are you like chopettes? Move out. Hey, well, why did you lock? Where did you lock Potato up one time? Oh, the chopettes somehow managed to close the drawer themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts you as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at 2 slices of bread and a mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold in these last 2 slices of bread. Hey. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? I grip the knife tightly in my hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw the bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anthony, will more spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods and rips the purse a piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. Why would you need to unhinge your jaw? For the love of... He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Ah, that explains a lot. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Aaron, why are you glaring at me? It should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anthony, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelves about the climate here? You illiterate? That's definitely is a lie. I've seen him read. The little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the pages and faking it. What do you think? Why are you looking at me? Guys, I really, you know what? I'm sorry. I've seen him read. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anthony. Okay, that's a lot of stomping you're doing. Thanks for backing me up. I am so glad that she just stormed out of the room. I don't think I can deal with her. Good. Now we have someone someone's a positive around here. Anthony looks relieved. Okay. I think he'll remember that. Okay. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah. Sure. Everyone shuffles up to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey. Karen likes to find someone's weakness and use them against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anthony looks at you with a look of admiration. See you tomorrow. Okay. Was he blushing on the way out? You're definitely sure Anthony will remember that. These people are weird. Why? Why are we all here? You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Oh God. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. Dear God, why are you all waking up this early? I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. Uh-oh. Hi, Karen. No! It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have been practicing fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anthony. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anthony leaves, muttering to himself. Hey, I have no clue what the heck is wrong with you people. Why are you putting me in charge of anything? Everyone goes to their separate areas. Karen in the bedroom, Gregory in the living room, McGregor in the living room, Ryan in the kitchen, and Anthony in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Okay. And that's what happened to that game. Hey, there are plenty of blankets around, but I never need one. I generate enough heat for the entire cabin. Most of these blankets are pretty thick and heavy. One's mostly used for winter. Why are these out during the summer? I don't know. To be honest, I feel a little guilty about eating all that food the first couple days. Lovely. Because I don't know why. This should be over soon, right? Sure. Why not? Great. Thanks again for everything. Alright, so you'll remember that. Okay. Our relationship is stronger. For what reason? Because I have said lovely words to you. Alright, let's try a different avenue. Right? Let's converse with Anthony. Oh boy. Eek! I'm done using the bathroom. Sorry, I must have been daydreaming. What did I walk in? What are you doing? Anthony looks at you oddly. What were you thinking? Do you ever daydream? Only about rivers of blood, well filled with entrails and villagers flayed. Oh my goodness. What? That's pretty creepy. Do you need, like, smelling salts or a cup of water or something, Anthony? Can you leave? I might need to puke. That was definitely nothing. I should have told you. I overstepped there. I'm gonna go see what's up with the others. Bye. Alright. Next. She's outside. Looks like she's slicing away a block of wood. What you making there? Hey. Can I let you in on a secret? I actually enjoyed your cooking so far. The others suspect me to be rude and mean. So, I have to keep up that reputation, right? I can't have anyone thinking I'm soft. You're not sure where this is coming from. Okay. Promise me you'll give me cooking lessons soon. Okay? Why does everyone want cooking lessons? She's not ready, but you nod politely. Everyone wants cooking lessons. Why do they want cooking lessons from me? Thank you. They want cooking lessons from me. They've been complaining that I did not ration things properly, and they want cooking lessons from me. Who are you people? Am I like a hired person? You asking me weird questions. Okay, we're gonna leave you alone. Sort you out later. Alright, let's talk to Miranda. Ah! Oh. Didn't hear you coming. Just double checking to see if there's any food we might have missed in. but I couldn't get that drawer open. The one with the chop axe? Could you give it a try? Sure. Great! While you're doing that, I'm gonna get some more reading done. So you're having me open the door, but you're leaving? Why? I don't understand. Later. Alright, now we're gonna pick one. Oh boy. Okay. Still don't know what I caught you doing in here. And why I entered the bathroom without knocking. Alright, he's looking at us oddly. Do you ever try to dream? Okay. We're definitely not going to tell him about the rivers of blood. You bet. Of course. It's a natural way to fill the gaps of boredom. And what do you daydream about? Cooking? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I can tell you have a history with cooking. So, okay. Should I be leaving so you can finish what you were doing? What do you think is the best thing you've ever cooked? Children? No, we're not doing that. Vegetable stew from earlier. A feast fit for a queen. Let's see that. A royal feast, eh? Wonder who it was for. You'll have to tell me sometime. No. Okay? I'm afraid of what I just made you think about me. No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. No, I'm leaving. Later. Okay, bye. You decide to head back out to the others. Okay, we're going. I don't know what you were doing in the bathroom. I didn't mess with it. Everybody looks pretty down this evening. Oh, I can only imagine why. Except for the squirrel. I wish the rain would just stop. We're all doing great. We must be almost to the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You're not the only ones. Wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Yay! Bye, people. Go to your separate corners. Leave me alone. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. But he keeps shaking his head and calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns into courage. and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake up in a cold sweat. Okay, this is an odd dream to have. Apparently I am cooking children, or children are cooking me. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. I can only imagine why. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the window. Pretty, isn't it? You hear a storing of blankets, arms, and legs. Huh. Miranda looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anthony has bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Granny looks out of it. Calvin caked so much last night. Sounds alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. So, what do you want? Why are you looking at me? When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Flood waters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the water left up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Not if it's out in the rain. Miranda and Anthony go white as sheets. Oh, great. How are we gonna find our way back now? Okay. Well, have to ride out the storm? Miranda looks at me. Why are you looking at me? We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. At least 3 days. The group stares at me. Why? Why am I responsible for you people? It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. Wait for me. You can yell Gregor is putting on fake optimism and Mariah is having trouble. Which one do I want to speak to today? Alright, let's start with Gregor. Oh, he's in the kitchen. Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen. but I had to double check. A fool's errand? Okay. I wish everyone was in better spirits. Do you know? It can't rain forever. Right? Rainfall in this area can last a couple of weeks. But stay strong, Gregor. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You know what? Thank you. Stop biting your lip and staring at me like that. This group is really thankful for your kindness. Okay. Gregor is blushing a little bit. Please stop looking at me like that. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits. But it's obvious you do that much better. Well, you know me. Always good for a laugh. He's looking at me fondly. Huh. You're sure Gregor will remember that? Okay. Alright, you're kind of scary. The rain is pounding hard against the wood cabin. But at least none of it is getting inside. Well, thank God for small favors that it is not leaking. You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. So don't worry, Gregor. It's all in the heart. It's all in the heart. Go. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the chin in the room with the knife. Oh, where is my knife? Everyone is staring at me. Why are you staring at me? Why? What do you want from me? Why are you all so sad? You look like little puppies. They're expecting the last piece of bread for dinner. Bring it out and everyone can't take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Make a wish. Everyone stated their pieces of bread carefully as they make their wishes, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anthony chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Miranda nibbles it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. I'm guessing this is like a wheat mountain loaf. And Gregor unlocks his jaw and eats it like a duck. Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. Okay, so there's a bread that we make at the bakery called White Mountain bread, and it's round, about this wide. I'm guessing this is the kind of bread they're using. It's gone in an instant. Group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. And we're gonna have nightmares again? You go to bed starving. Day 6. Okay. Good morning! Morning. Let's check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live 2 to 3 weeks without food. Oh, really? Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it's gonna rain that long? Anthony, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Oh, we gotta see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it'll be done by tomorrow. You can't do anything unless you want to go swimming. Do you want to go swimming? Panic is slowly creeping in. Okay, everyone's looking scared. Well, I'm gonna kick you all out in a second. But you need to survive. Get some fresh air or something. I'm getting crazy. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss the next options. What options? You want to speak to Miranda in the kitchen? Or Anthony in the living room? You could have rationed the supplies better. You crunched the numbers one more time. You could have reduced the amount of vegetables in the stew. But it was their first day. You had to impress them. Is this my house? Was there anything you could have done differently? This is my house. Why was it so poorly stocked? Probably not. Raya. Anthony. Gregor. Karen. I wonder if they're upset with you. Gregor calls the group over for a meeting. Right. Next. Let's speak to Mariah. Hey. Okay, relieved to see me. Just me walking in. How are you holding up? Better question is, how are you holding up? Not very good. That was very sweet of you to ask. What is it you need, Mariah? Why are you getting so close? I know she didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of foods the others make. But I respect that. Hold on a second. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you memories. Hey, I've got things hanging. Food and like things hanging. I need to speak to Gregor for a minute, but thank you. Like vegetable, like food thingies hanging. Plant-like things. Is that book upside down? Anthony is still paging through a book. So peaceful, are you? Hey! We really should be more careful. We really should have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking? That we weren't gonna be here very long? What? Sorry? Apology accepted. Who could have predicted this much rain? You're sweet as a pound cake. Thank you. A pound cake? You have to teach me that vegetable stew recipe when all of this is over. Will you all stop asking me to teach you to cook? Alright? Especially seeing that you're reading a book upside down. This book is a great distraction. Very well written. Those are special glasses. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you alone because apparently you like upside down reading. I don't get it. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. Oh, goody. I'll go. Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house. So I'm probably the best chance of swimming for the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anthony. You're as blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... little guy... Let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen! His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably be the best climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I get none of these options are good ones. But we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the wood pile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one out of my hand. And the shortest will go outside in search of food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch's lengths. So you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it out and watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anthony? Karen? Will it be... Looks like I got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. I watched Anthony forge earlier, so I know what to look out for. Just swim until you find high ground and scout the area. You should take a bag. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anthony, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches Mariah leave the cabin. She promised. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yelling about how cold the water is. And then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Sure. Everyone stays up and waits. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Then the sun completely sets. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. Two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize. The other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel. Then you try to push it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes almost stick in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulder, both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up into the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming as you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill in the wind. The guest looks behind her, her eyes widen as she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips the trees out by the roots, soil from the ground, and rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through the fields of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake up in a cold sweat. Good morning. Oh, that's right. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen, how long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anthony and Gregory look nervous. Someone needs to go and look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting's all we can do for now. What do you say? So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Well, that's an alternative. Can you catch them? Karen, I'm sure Anthony will agree, but we discuss the next option when we get to it. Everyone's walking through is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Fucking thought. I'm Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Oh, you're mad. Gregory and Anthony just nod in agreement. Oh dear, she's mad. They don't need her to elaborate. You're sure Miranda will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their own areas. What do I want to do today? What do I want to do today? Who do I want to talk to? Let's see. To the kitchen. Hey, the kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Miranda. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell her how I felt about her. Why are you telling me this? She'll be back, right? Where's your squirrel? You not? Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. How about I tell you a story? There once was a villager who stocked up with supplies for the winter. He filled his house with a cow, a stack of grain from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He quickly ran out of room as the house wasn't very big. One day, the villager grew sick, and he knew that he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grain and use his buckets of water. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cow kept him awake. Until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed, crying as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but couldn't step over the buckets. He was too weak, too sick. The last thing he heard was the cow crying out for food. One haunting noise as he ended his life. Lovely. I'm gonna go. I understand that's probably a lot. Terrible story. Oh, terrible story. Okay, let's talk to Karen. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Miranda's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with being the best swimmer. I guess only one that would know would be Anthony. Last summer, Anthony would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard. He's such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? Okay, I'm gonna leave you to your thoughts. You guys see what everyone else is doing. One more person. You're knitting. Why are you knitting? Thanks for keeping everyone's spirits high. I know that what Miranda's would have wanted. Don't you think? I'm still trying to figure out where you learned to knit. Have you heard the noises? Sometimes I think I hear Miranda outside. Saying something, I can't make it out. It comes out in gasps. It's like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Other times, I can hear her crying. And I never heard Miranda cry. Have you heard Miranda at night? Yes, why not? I guess I kind of hear her. Maybe she just... I have weird dreams. So, it's not only me. Let's keep this secret between us, okay? I wouldn't want to frighten the others. Sure, whatever. Thanks. Yay, more hearts. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you here to knitting. Great. You're crying again. Okay. I can't stop thinking about that best room stew. I'll definitely be fine with bread and jam. I'd be fine with just strawberries. Why are you laughing? I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You too. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Good night. Night. Alright, everyone to your room. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about dissecting a corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat. Why am I dissecting things? In a completely different room. I'm sleepwalking? Why am I sleepwalking? Good morning. Here who looks worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook? Cook? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. Where did that come from? You cooked meat. Where did you get that? Yeah, I'm ignoring you for right now. I do this. What's that smell? What's going on in the kitchen? Where did you, Nope. Well, I get you're all hungry. Can you tap a minute? You take the charred meat out of the oven and cut it into small cutlets. Okay, everyone's eating fajitas. They immediately grab some off the plate and chew furiously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain the meat is securely hidden so that you can ration it better this time. I understand. Thank you. I think we just say Anthony Squirrel. Anthony runs into the bathroom and pukes in the toilet. Great. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. Oh boy. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Bye, Gregor. Anthony returns looking choked up. Are you still crying? I was too weak. Left you some meat. Don't fight this, Anthony. Oh, so caring. Takes the cutlet from the plate and turns it back to the group as he devours it. What were you going to say? You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Why do I have to keep them occupied? I don't want to keep them occupied. Who do I talk to? Oh, golly. Okay, let's talk to Gregor. Gregor. Anthony. Gregor. Thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pains. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. Really respected Miranda's boundaries. Did I know her well? Thank you. Stop looking at me like that. Gregor is more dense than you give him credit for. Wow, you're an idiot. If there's extra, slip me some extra meat. Okay. Gregor, you are very strange right now. I'm gonna leave you be. So, bye. Let's see what Anthony's doing later. I had the bedroom all to myself. Where do you want to check first? Ooh, I get to look around and stuff. Under the beds, under the pillow. Let's talk to Anthony first. This time we knock on the door to the bathroom. Because last time we did not know what he was doing and we walked in on something we probably shouldn't have. Thank you for checking on me. Why are you always in the bathroom? Are you feeling any better? Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please, don't tell me where the meat came from. Your squirrel. We ate your squirrel. The less I know, the better. Sure. We still ate your squirrel. Thank you. Good to know, Anthony. Good to know. Anthony to tidy up some parts in the kitchen. Hours passed, the meal gave everyone a sense of preservation. Right, let's go and see what we can find in the bedroom. Shall we? Gregory, you are creeping me out, just letting you know. You are creeping me out so much. So very creepy. The winking, biting of the lip, the blushing, oh. And I honestly do not know how long I've known you people. Because honestly, you're asking me about covers and cooking and old days, but not your old days, my old days. And quite honestly, I don't know what you all want. So gonna go see how Anthony is doing later. Alright, so here I am by myself. Where do I check first? Onion! What are you doing here? Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Oh. Okay, well you just hopped out of nowhere. I was playing with some toys in this drawer. Toys? You're far too old to be playing with any of them. Toys? You're never too old for toys, Onion. Anyway, I need to attend a secret Choppette meeting. Smell you later. Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children's toys in it. this? Another child is discovered within this. Oh, crud. You take the bloody newspaper with you. Hold on a second. Hold on. Go back. So, got this. It's this. Okay. This is the good part. Okay. Accidentally not recording your voice. Right. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Sapopani. Or however you pronounce that. With the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to the earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds in the stomach. This marks the fourth victim of the butcher of whatchamacallit place in less than a month. Okay, I'm gonna take the bloody paper with me. Yay. Hours passed. The mill gave everyone the persuasion to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. Oh, hi. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explained that you'd be rushing to eat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. Good. No arguments. Wonderful. Good night, people. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with the blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat and strokes his beard. I can't forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the rope comes out, and he ties you to the chair with the long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip at the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. As the smell of your own decimated eye floods your nostrils, the blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake up in a cold sweat. Day 8. Day 9. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, no smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? I see. Rain stopped. The floor waters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound into the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. No, it's gone. Good morning, big guy. Will Miranda make it back? That might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gargling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Oh, yes, he has. Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Yes! Sometimes I hear her calling for the radio. But that's just a broadcast. Your radio? Right! Okay. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. Wow. One step closer to Mariah. Is what she would have wanted. Oh. What's going into you, Anthony? Anthony's eyes look at you begging. Okay. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. Okay. What is going on, y'all? I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Okay, calm down. Anthony. Gregor looks pained at Anthony's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some meat from your secret hiding place. Cut it into squares and add it to the boiling cauldron water. It'll taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. Look, it's almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. We serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck. Like a duck when it's eating bread. Sky reminds me of poultry. Anthony creates ripples in the broth using a spoon. He isn't eating. Why aren't you eating? I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Apparently you think we're eating Miranda. I still think we're eating your squirrel. Mariah. Anthony begins to weep. I still think we're eating the squirrel. But considering all the evil nightmares, I'm starting to wonder. Look at Karen. She's already finished eating. The bowl's empty now. Oh, great. She's yelling again. Karen is staring right at me. Oh, dear. How much more meat is left? You explained that most of it has gone bad. Sorry. This is the last of it. Ugh. How could you be so careless again? Why are you putting me in charge? You remember Karen's knife. Oh, the one that she's wielding with. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. Anthony? Yes? I think tomorrow you should go looking for Mariah. Or forage her plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. No one else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anthony. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor's right, Anthony. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anthony. That's right, Anthony. Please, help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles up to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Ugh, you again. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Okay. Right. Okay, so like promised, I'm here to tell you the story. So, as pretty much all of you know, I work in a bakery at a supermarket. And in the bakery, you normally, when you walk past them, you see the racks and they have the pans that we bake cookies and bread and stuff on. Well, we, being the people who make the cakes and stuff and do the designs, have the pans that we put the liners on, and we use it for the chocolate dipped strawberries, to put our color bags so the color doesn't get everywhere. Well, at the end of the day, we have to take the wax paper off and take the pans to the back to be cleaned. Well, I apparently have no depth perception, and I was holding two of the pans, and I walked right into a rack, and the pans did basically what a cartoon happens when you hit the rake and the handle goes and smacks you in the face. That's exactly what the pans did to me. I hit the rack, they flipped up and hit me right in the nose. So this hurts like hell right here, just ow. The next day I come in, my manager, I hadn't seen him after I had done that. Now I have been suffering from a severe sinus infection. And I'm pretty sure that hit cleared it up. But he goes, what the heck happened to your nose? And considering how many times I fell in the freezer this year, or have almost fallen in the freezer, when I described what had happened, my manager just rolled his eyes and walked away like, I'm not filing a report on this, not this one, no. So anyway, like, subscribe, and share, and let's see the next one.